I loved it. I loved it. I had some Louis it was Louis, it was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, "Take the you white bitch," right? Like, he kept like, he's very, like, into, like, the race play stuff, and then
Soulja.
but here's the thing, I don't know if this was really him or it was, like, drunk him or, like, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, "Is he gonna hurt me? Is he making music?" I'm so nervous. I go up the stairs, and I'm just heart beating, you know what I mean? He was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He was like, "You get down?" And I was like, "Oh, am I gay? Yeah, I'm gay as fuck." I get in there, and at that moment, I go from professional, like, a fan to, like, you're about to have sex with him, right? So he pulls his dick out, right? And that thing was big, Tasha,
Most
like
skinny men got big feet,
no, that thing was big, Tasha.
but most
Like,
skinny men got
Imma
big
be
feet.
honest, that thing was, like, fat, and it goes here's the thing that makes it different. It goes to the left.
Okay.
Like, Tasha, it's long, and it goes to the left.
Oh, okay, so it's got a curve.
Yeah, to the left.
To the left, everything you
But I
wanna
gotta be
know. Look,
serious.
he was like Beyonce. His inner Beyonce about to come out.
It was,
Go ahead,
Tasha, like,
yes.
I did it, like, yo, I was, like, shaking, like, "If I do this, is he gonna hurt me?" Because
Yeah.
in my community, you could be with a rapper or a straight guy like that or a hood ass Crip or Blood, right? I've been there and done that. Whenever they come to their sense, like, "Hold the fuck up. What the" like, that's what happens, and you could lose your life like that. That's why a lot of transgender women die.
The internet went absolutely wild over this story. A mysterious online account claimed to have a so-called private DVD connected to Soulja Boy, one of hip-hop's loudest and most unpredictable personalities. Within minutes of this claim hitting social media, the internet erupted. Fans were arguing, blogs were reposting, and timelines were in full chaos. Now, it's important to note, nothing in this alleged video has been confirmed to be real, but the account behind the leak insisted it was authentic and refused to back down. They claimed they had secretly been involved with Soulja Boy for months and posted screenshots, clips, and messages they said were proof. Many people dismissed it at first as a grab for attention, but once the clips spread, things spun out of control. Soulja Boy's name started trending everywhere, and the internet was split. Some people believed the footage looked too realistic, and others said it was obviously fake. Soulja Boy didn't stay quiet for long. He jumped online, strongly denying everything. He said people were just trying to ruin his name for clicks and clout. On Instagram Live, he insisted he had never met the person behind the leak, and that someone was simply trying to use his name for attention. But the situation got even more complicated when the anonymous account responded almost immediately, claiming Soulja was lying and threatening to post more material if he kept denying it. That only fueled the fire. Blogs began digging through old photos and live streams, trying to connect dots, even though none of this had been verified. Meanwhile, Soulja's fans stood by him, saying people have targeted him for years. And honestly, with all his past controversies, feuds, and internet drama, it isn't surprising that some try to use his name for attention. But this situation felt different to many people, because this time his energy wasn't playful, it was defensive. Right now, the truth behind the clips remains unknown. What is clear is this: the internet ran wild with speculation, and Soulja Boy found himself at the center of a massive online storm once again.
Soon, ma'am. Y'all got me. Not Draco. I need another mansion. You getting sued. That was my lawyer.
At this point, celebrities also began to contribute. Some defended him by claiming that people tend to pass judgment before fully understanding the situation. Others made disparaging remarks. "That Soulja situation is crazy," a rapper tweeted. "I can no longer trust anyone." And thousands of people retweeted just that message. Everyone had something to say, and it appeared that it was impossible to distinguish between lies and the truth. Nobody was sure what to believe. What's crazy, though, is that Soulja may be suffering more negative effects from his rage. His continual posting, threats, and outbursts just serve to sustain the narrative. The leaker posts something fresh each time he loses his temper. It appears as though troops are swinging in the dark while they play chess. Every action is being monitored by the internet. And one thing is evident. This controversy has simply escalated into a full-scale conflict. At this time, things are getting out of hand. The harm was already done, but the leaks slowed. The name of the soldier was all over the place and trending for all the wrong reasons. Fans were divided into two. Half thought he was actually exposed, while the other half thought he was a victim of fraud. The person posing as his ex continued to intensify, expressing that they were tired of keeping quiet and that they wanted to reveal Soulja's true identity to the public behind the cameras. They even said, "He made me feel crazy," in a post. "I'm revealing the true identity of the insane person now." People began to believe that this was about retaliation rather than merely fame after reading that statement. According to people close to the soldier, he has been in a frenzy behind the scenes, contacting attorneys, threatening to sue anyone who reposts the video, and attempting to get social media sites to remove it all. However, you can tell it's over once it goes online. It never truly goes away. And that's the reason Soulja is furious. The story is beyond his control. Real or phony, every new video circulates more quickly than he can react. His annoyance also began to surface on the internet. He has been constantly tweeting, targeting phony pages, and even accusing writers of being paid to propagate false information. Here's what's crazy, though. In the strangest way imaginable, Soulja may be benefiting from his collapse. He receives more attention the more he speaks. His older song streams began to soar once more. His discography is being revisited, jokes are being created, and his iconic Draco moments from the past are being quoted. Some fans even make jokes about Soulja's ability to use a scandal as a publicity stunt. That's what makes him unique. Whether you like him or not, he knows how to keep current. However, it seems like there's really little difference between success and failure this time. 50 Cent also entered the fray with a clever Instagram comment that said, "You see why I mind my business." Fans knew exactly what that meant. Shade. The story is officially viral when 50 people leave a remark. Rappers, comedians, and influencers all made light of Soulja's deepfake justification, while some cautioned that he might be telling the truth. These days, AI-generated content is real, and people have been involved in fictitious scandals. So, while some people believe Soulja is telling the truth, the majority believe he is fabricating a story to maintain his dignity. The most bizarre part was when the soldier implied that he knew who had released the video. "I know exactly who is behind this. You will come to regret it." That made many speculate. Was it a close friend or relative? Perhaps a former assistant or friend? If that's the case, it's even more repulsive than fans believe, because betrayal from people in your own circle always hurts more deeply. If that's the case, Soulja's battle goes beyond the internet. He is also engaged in combat with his own people. One thing is evident now that the dust is beginning to settle. This incident changed people's perceptions of Soulja Boy. He has long been recognized as the loudmouthed, funny, erratic rapper who consistently finds ways to get popular. But this time it goes beyond jokes and outrageous assertions. It was something that severely damaged his self-esteem. The damage was done whether the video was authentic or not. His name has been brought up in discussions unrelated to music. His reputation for chaos rather than creativity is the one thing he has always hated. "Y'all are gonna remember me for my hits, not for this nonsense," Soulja wrote in a recent message. Fans, however, are unsure. Every time he attempts to move on, a new rumor arises, or someone reposts the video. Some believe he ought to keep quiet for a little. Some argue that he ought to take responsibility for it, laugh about it, and turn it into entertainment, as he always does. However, Soulja doesn't appear to be able to laugh this off. You can see that his pride is getting in the way. In only 1 week, he is transformed from self-assured to defensive, from performer to victim. People are wondering if lawyers intervened because the person posing as his ex hasn't talked much lately. There were rumors that the account abruptly vanished because Soulja's team sent legal threats to shut everything down. The harm is still present. The internet never forgets, even though it moves quickly. Furthermore, even unfounded allegations have the power to instantly destroy reputations in a time when everyone is vying for influence. This is the reason why the situation was different. It was targeted pandemonium rather than merely rumors. However, Soulja Boy is renowned for his ability to bounce back. He's had public feuds with Drake, Tyga, Kanye, and even the video gaming business, but he always manages to turn things around. It's only a matter of time until he releases a new song or line of merchandise inspired by this drama, according to fans. Like he has done 100 times before, he might turn suffering into money. To be honest, that's what makes Soulja Boy what he is. The man can be involved in a scandal today and become well known tomorrow. This one feels different, though. His tone has become more subdued. More frustration, less flexing. It clearly damaged his pride more than any previous controversy. Maybe it's because this one targeted his identity rather than his business. Maybe it's because it originated from a person he used to trust. In any event, this controversy served as a reminder to everyone that fame always has a cost, and the folks who are closest to you may be the ones who are waiting to pick you. Ultimately, the truth may never fully surface. One thing is certain, regardless of whether the video was authentic, phony, or somewhere in between, Soulja Boy became entangled in his own celebrity, and he's struggling to remain upright, just like every previous time. This time, it was against his reputation as well as the internet, because it's hard to change how the world perceives you once you've done so. But Soulja Boy is the one who can turn the tide once more.